The mainstream music industry declared rock and roll dead years ago. While pop stars dominate the charts, a thunderous underground movement has quietly resurrected the golden age of riffs. These are the 10 modern bands that fans of the 70s need to hear right now. Number 10. Greta Van Fleet. Robert Plant himself jokingly stated he hated the singer of this band because he borrowed his voice from someone he knew very well.
I hate him.
He's voiced that young fella before.
And he borrowed it from somebody I know very well.
The Frankenmuth, Michigan quartet exploded onto the scene in the late 2010s with a sound so remarkably close to Led Zeppelin that it polarized the entire rock community. You either love them for bringing the classic sound back to the radio, or you despise them for being a sonic photocopy of the greatest band in history. Their debut EP From the Fires won the Grammy for Best Rock Album in 2019, proving the industry was desperate for a return to organic instrumentation. Josh Kiska and his brothers channel the spirit of 1969 with wailing vocals and Gibson SG riffs that feel eerily familiar. While critics argue about their originality, they successfully introduced a generation of teenagers to the blues rock aesthetic that defined the 70s. Number 9. Crown Lands. A quick glance at the stage reveals only 2 musicians, yet the wall of sound suggests a full prog rock orchestra is hiding in the wings. This Canadian duo, consisting of Cody Bowles and Kevin Como, has mastered the art of complex, high-concept rock music that channels the spirit of Rush. Their 18-minute epic track Starlifter features the kind of shifting time signatures and sci-fi lyricism that vanished from the mainstream decades ago. The comparison to their countrymen is not just superficial fan speculation. They worked directly with producer Nick Raskulinecz, a man who helped shape the later albums of Rush, to capture that authentic vintage tone. Bowles plays drums and sings with a high-register wail reminiscent of 2112-era Geddy Lee, while Como handles guitars and bass pedals simultaneously. For fans missing the intellectual side of 70s heavy rock, this band is a revelation. Number 8. Ghost. Many traditional metalheads dismiss them, but this Swedish project creates the most perfect melodic rock of the last 15 years. Mastermind Tobias Forge combined the theatrical shock value of Alice Cooper with the polished, hook-laden songwriting of Blue Oyster Cult and ABBA. Songs like Ritual and Mary on a Cross utilize the fuzzy guitars and satanic panic imagery of the mid-70s to create something that feels like a lost classic from 1978. The band performs in elaborate costumes, with Forge playing the role of a demonic anti-pope backed by nameless ghouls. Despite the dark aesthetic, the music is pure arena rock candy. filled with harmonized choruses and vintage keyboard textures. They have ascended to arena status worldwide, proving that theatrics and melody are still a winning combination. If you loved the spooky atmosphere of Don't Fear the Reaper, this is the modern torchbearer. Number 7. Green Lung. If Black Sabbath had recorded a folk horror soundtrack in a British forest in 1971, it would sound exactly like this London-based quintet. Their breakout album, Woodland Rites, captured the imagination of the doom metal underground by rejecting modern production standards in favor of a warm, organic atmosphere. The music blends the crushing riffs of Tony Iommi with the soaring, layered vocal harmonies of Queen, creating a unique sonic palette. The lyrics focus on folklore, witchcraft, and rural paganism, perfectly matching the occult rock obsession of the early 70s. They avoid the aggressive screaming of modern metal, preferring a melodic delivery that emphasizes storytelling and groove. Tracks like Let the Devil feature swirling organ solos and fuzz-drenched guitars that transport the listener straight back to the golden age of British heavy rock. It is heavy, psychedelic, and undeniably British. Number 6. Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. They were selected to support Black Sabbath on their 2013 European reunion tour because no other band captured the menacing vibe of the late 60s quite like them. This Cambridge group deliberately uses vintage equipment to achieve a lo-fi, trashy sound that mimics the production values of early proto-metal. Their aesthetic is heavily influenced by the darker side of the psychedelic era, channeling the Manson family and B-movie horror flicks. The mastermind behind the group, Kevin Stars, buries his vocals deep in the mix, creating a hypnotic effect similar to early John Lennon if he had joined a doom band. Their album Bloodlust is a cult classic, filled with songs about ritual knives and witch-finders that feel dangerous and gritty. They are not trying to sound perfect. They are trying to sound like a dusty vinyl record found in a crime scene basement. Before we continue, which classic 70s band do you miss the most? Did you ever see Led Zeppelin or Sabbath live back in the day? Drop a comment and let us know where you are watching from. Number 5. Wolfmother. Australian frontman Andrew Stockdale proved that retro rock could still smash the international charts when his band arrived in 2005. Their self-titled debut album sold over 1.5 million copies worldwide, driven by the massive hit single Woman. The track won a Grammy for Best Hard Rock Performance, beating out established veterans by simply cranking up the volume and leaning into the groove. The sound was a blatant but joyous celebration of Black Sabbath riffs and Deep Purple organ swells. While many bands in the mid-2000s were focused on emo or garage rock, Wolfmother brought the fantasy lyrics and unicorn imagery back to the forefront. Though the lineup has changed multiple times over the years, that first album remains a landmark moment where the mainstream briefly remembered how to rock. Number 4, Kadavar. These musicians from Berlin do not just sound like they are from 1972. They look like they just walked out of a time machine. Known for their long beards, fur vests, and flared trousers, Kadavar is arguably the most authentic visual and sonic tribute to the krautrock and proto-metal era. They record on analog tape to ensure their albums have that dry, punchy drum sound that digital recording often destroys. Their 2013 album, Kadavar, showcases their ability to lock into a hypnotic groove that rivals the best work of Pentagram or Hawkwind. The rhythm section is relentless, providing a thundering backdrop for wah pedal guitar solos and Ozzy-esque vocals. They tour incessantly, treating every show like a sweaty basement gig in Hamburg 40 years ago. For audiophiles who hate the sterile sound of modern production, Kadavar is the antidote. Number 3, Graveyard. Sweden has become the world capital of retro rock, and this Gothenburg quartet is the crown jewel of the movement. Their 2011 masterpiece, Hisingen Blues, is widely considered one of the most important albums in the revival genre. Instead of just focusing on heavy riffs, Graveyard captures the soulful, bluesy desperation that made early hard rock so compelling. Singer Joachim Nilsson possesses a voice that can shift from a tender croon to a ravaged scream in a single measure. The band draws heavily from the blues rock of Cream and the psychedelic textures of the Doors, creating a sound that is emotional and raw. They have faced breakups and lineup changes, but their commitment to recording live in the studio keeps the human element front and center. It is music with dirt under its fingernails. Number 2, Dirty Honey. In 2019, this Los Angeles quartet achieved something that had never been done in the history of the music business. Their single, When I'm Gone, hit number 1 on the Billboard mainstream rock chart, making them the first unsigned band to ever top the list. They achieved this without a record label, purely on the strength of their swagger and a sound that channels the grit of Aerosmith and AC/DC. They reject backing tracks and digital correction, priding themselves on being a real plug-in-and-play rock band. Vocalist Mark LaBelle has the range and charisma of a young Steven Tyler, while guitarist John Nato delivers riffs that feel instantly classic. They represent a new generation that is tired of overproduced pop, returning to the sexy, blues-based strut that defined American hard rock in the mid-70s. Number 1. Rival Sons. The ultimate seal of approval came when Black Sabbath chose them as the sole support act for their entire final world tour, The End. Rival Sons are not just a nostalgia act. They are the legitimate heirs to the classic rock throne. Based in Long Beach, California, they have spent over a decade releasing consistently excellent albums that blend the power of Led Zeppelin with the soul of Bad Company. Vocalist Jay Buchanan is a force of nature, delivering performances that rival the greatest singers of the golden era without resorting to imitation. Their 2019 album Feral Roots earned 2 Grammy nominations, cementing their status as the leaders of the modern rock resurgence. They managed to honor the past while sounding vital and fresh, proving that this genre is not a museum exhibit, but a living, breathing art form.